A new patch is now available for WWE 2K24 that takes the game up to version 1.11, however this patch appears to have caused a lot more problems than it's actually fixed. In this video, we're going to run through some of the changes contained in the new patch, the patch notes, and the problems that it's caused, as well as trying to highlight some of the most pressing issues that are still in need of a fix. So let's jump straight into this one, as following Tuesday's patch 1.10 update, 2K have released a second patch on Wednesday, which was labelled as a hotfix to quickly address problems following patch 1.10. As for what the problems were is still unclear, though from my own experience, ever since installing the 1.10 patch, I've found that loading the game can take 2 to 3 minutes, as after the do not try this at home screen, the game will hang on a black screen for a few minutes before eventually progressing to the start screen. Whether this was supposed to be one of the fixes that the second patch was released for is unclear, as it didn't fix the problem for me, and there's no word within the patch notes regarding any actual hotfixes. What makes this problem worse is that not only did patch 1.11 not fix the black screen issue, but it's also caused major problems with the game's AI, as after installing patch 11, the AI is now unsure of what to do and will constantly climb in and out of the ring, pick up and drop weapons, or begin to target their partner. Tag team matches appear to be the worst affected by this change, as while the match may start out okay, it doesn't take long before things start to go off the rails, as the participants will begin to target the illegal player on the outside and ignore their opponents, with this happening repeatedly as the match goes on until eventually both of the active members are stood in the corner facing an illegal opponent. From testing this out, it wasn't just one match that's seen this problem, as I tried multiple matches in Exhibition and in Universe mode, and every single one of them ran into the same problem. None of these problems were present prior to the patch update, and looking at the patch notes that were provided, there's not much listed that could have caused them, as the patch notes for version 11 only list a handful of changes. To run through them, the only pressing issue that could be considered a hotfix is adjustments for the upcoming My Faction Demastered series, as this is expected to go live on Friday when the My Faction store updates, so this is the only fix that would explain the need to release a hotfix. Alongside the My Faction update, the patch also includes several tuning updates for My GM, with these including price cost, asset cost, ticket price, and capacity tuning for arena logistics, as well as a reduced talent scout search cost for icons, legends, and immortals. Other fixes listed in the patch notes included another fix for Universe mode, with this update addressing reported concerns of rivalry action news not generating while progressing through Universe. Based on these updates, there doesn't seem to be anything in there that would cause problems with the AI, so there must have been something else changed that wasn't actually listed. We do know that the previous 1.10 patch did include updates to gameplay, though what those changes were weren't specifically mentioned, while the problems with the AI seem to have occurred after patch 11, so it could be that there was a fix to one of the gameplay updates that were made in patch 1.10, which has now led to these additional problems. Looking at the game as a whole, the latest problems are just the tip of the iceberg, as while each patch has done a great job of adding new content, in terms of fixes, there's still a lot of issues that have been outstanding ever since the game was released, with each additional patch also seeming to cause more and more issues. To highlight some of the ongoing problems, the biggest issue outside of the AI problems is the loading of incorrect textures, as despite a fix for the memory limit error that was set to attribute to these problems, downloading creations will still occasionally see the wrong textures used, with this happening on all types of creations, including superstars, championships, and arenas. Other issues that creators face see creations having their hair removed following the latest patch update, intermittent crashes when updating face parts like face paint or lipstick, custom arenas still having issues with lighting where the stage is too dark, and community creations taking forever to browse or download content. The creation side of things isn't the only area affected though, as online has its own issues, with the biggest issue being disconnections, as not only are the servers losing connection with players and then replacing them with the AI, but simple things like triggering resiliency can cause a match to disconnect. Given all these issues, it's no doubt that the community is growing more and more frustrated at the lack of fixes, as patch updates were generally used to address problems with the game and fix reported bugs. However, recent updates are more focused on the addition of new content, with a big emphasis on My Faction. While it makes sense that 2K would choose to focus on My Faction, as it brings in additional revenue, there needs to be more of a balance between fixes and updates, with a lot more focus put on testing, as a lot of these bugs should be flagged before patches go live. So that's the latest details regarding patch 1.11 and the current state of the game following it. Hopefully we do see a proper hotfix released soon to address the current issues, as in its current state the likes of tag team matches are completely broken. If you're having problems following patch 1.10 and 1.11, then let me know about your experience in the comments, as it'll be helpful to collect some additional info to send to the devs. Until next time though, stay tuned to the channel for further updates. Thank you so much for watching, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.